Like what we do? Consider supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the description below. And as always, please, enjoy the story.
Cynthia holds up the costume she's bought for me, and it strikes terror into my soul. I'd never wear such a costume in a million years, yet she's done the extra mile to visit the adult store to buy me a new breastplate. Although I'm excited to have the realistic-looking C-cups hanging from my chest, the whole situation has me just as worried as last night. Are we really doing this? I ask, anxious about the idea of wearing something so feminine and revealing out in public. So much of me is going to be out on display. I won't have anywhere to hide. Why? Cynthia responds, clearly offended by my reaction. What's wrong with the outfits I've brought us? I stare vacantly at her for a moment. Her expression doesn't change at all. She genuinely thinks what she's brought is okay, and clearly can't see how worried this makes me. Are you kidding me? I ask, stressfully rubbing my face. It's a bunny costume, Cynthia. I know Oliver and Ken know about us, but we aren't going to be discreet in such skimpy outfits. Cynthia frowns and fumbles with my costume between her fingers. Oh, I see, she replies, giving me a bashful smile. I'm asking a lot of you. Maybe you're not ready for this? Oh, really? I answer sarcastically, finding it curious that she caved so easily. I was expecting you to put up more of a fight than that. I don't mind when it's just you and me, but this feels like you're pushing me too far, too fast. Cynthia looks up at me in shock. She slowly gives me a mischievous smile. You think I'm pushy? I roll my eyes and give her a playful smile. I'm going out on a date with a guy tonight. If you hadn't pushed me into going out last night, none of this would be happening. Cynthia laughs and lays the outfit on the bed. Still giggling, she grabs her phone and shows me the time. Well, honey, she states, giving me the dumbest-looking grin. The costume shop is now closed, and we only have an hour to get ready. Now, unless you can whip us up costumes made from the curtains, we're going as bunnies. Pulling a cynical face, I look at the outfit laying on the bed. I'm only here for another few days, Cynthia says, trying to encourage me. I've seen you dressed as a girl and you're 100% passable. Plus, with these forms, there's going to be no way people will notice. You really think so? I ask, poking at the fleshy forms she's brought for me, finding it oddly realistic. This is actually mental. I just want to tell you that. Letting out a long sigh, I give in. Okay, let's do this. Amazing! Cynthia grins. Let me quickly throw my outfit on, and then I will help you with yours. Ollie and Ken will be here to pick us up around 8, so no time to lose. You really are a bad influence, I anxiously mutter. What would your girlfriend think if she saw you wearing this stuff? Expecting her to just brush off my comment with her usual confidence, Cynthia looks sullenly down at the floor for a moment. It makes me wonder if I've said something I shouldn't have. Then, as quick as a flash, she looks back up at me with a wide smile. I'm sure she has seen me in worse, Cynthia cheekily remarks. So begins a frantic dance between me and her. Both of us hurrying to make ourselves as feminine as possible by stuffing our bodies into the skimpy bunny costumes she'd ordered for us. Applying heavy makeup and drenching ourselves in perfume, we adjust our forms and brush out our wigs. Slipping on our heels, we both pose and look longingly at our transformations in the mirror. Although this is crazy, we both look stunning. Kinda glad she's pushed me into this again. Not concentrating, I take an awkward step forward in my heels, and Cynthia bursts out in a giggle. See? She playfully laughs, pointing at the standing mirror. I told you this would work. Look how sexy we are. I bounce excitedly on the spot, and I feel my entire body jiggling around like crazy. It feels like I may bust out of my tight outfit at any moment. Instantly, I start to worry. "You look concerned," Cynthia says, standing right behind me. I turn and frown. Just a little worried I'm going to have a wardrobe malfunction. I've never worn forms like this before. Cynthia smiles as she stares into the mirror and plays with her hair. "We did pack it all in pretty tight. I'm sure you'll be fine." "That wasn't what I meant," I explain, prodding at the mounds of my chest that are barely supported. I'm not used to being this exposed. Spinning on the spot, Cynthia playfully lifts my chest and giggles. "But they look so real." "Don't do that," I hiss, placing my hands on them to hold them still. Just at that moment, the doorbell rings, and both me and Cynthia share a nervous glance. A wave of intense anxiety washes over me, and all I want to do is lock myself in the bathroom. "Shall I go get it?" Cynthia asks, touching me gently on the arm as I stand frozen on the spot. Folding my arms tight to cover some of my body, I timidly nod. As Cynthia leaves the room, I start biting my freshly painted nails. I can't do this. This is too much, too quickly. "Katie!" Cynthia calls out from the other room. "The boys are here." Still frozen on the spot, I bite down hard on my index fingernail. I want to move, but my legs just won't. They're turning to jelly. "Katie!" Cynthia calls out again, now sounding like she's outside my room. As she opens the door, I panic and jump. My body starts shaking with nerves. I feel like I'm going to hurl. "Katie!" Cynthia says, concerned, stepping towards me quickly. I can't do this," I fearfully shudder, shaking like a leaf. Cynthia grabs my shoulders and she makes me face the standing mirror again. I can't even bring myself to look at the reflection. "Look at yourself, Katie," Cynthia demands, pressing lightly on my shoulders to comfort me. "No, this is stupid. Tell them to go away." "Some people would kill to have a figure like yours," Cynthia says gently, touching my narrowed waist. I slowly look again and struggle to take in my reflection. "I can't." "Tell me," Cynthia eloquently commands. "If this is not the real you staring back in the mirror, then who is? If this is not the real you, then who is?" I feel the tears forming in my eyes as I stare down at my glossy heels. "Are you the shy boy I met a few days ago?" Cynthia asks sternly, pushing her warm body against my barely covered skin. "The same boy who barely talks to anyone, who hardly leaves the house. That very same boy who told me about how their dysphoria meant they barely take care of themselves at all?" I mumble a nothing response. Tears bubble in my eyes. "You're not answering, hun," Cynthia sighs. "Are you that shy boy, or are you the strong, confident woman I see standing before me?" Waving my fingers at my face to stop my makeup from running, I look at myself again stuffed into the bunny costume. I look at my cute face and my busty chest. "Well?" Cynthia impatiently asks, running a single hand down my curves. I think I know the answer. She's standing proud, right in front of me. You think so?" I ask timidly. "Very much so." Cynthia replies with a serious but honest expression. "I've known you for months now. This is the most chatty, fun-loving, and confident I've ever seen you. When we got home last night, you wouldn't stop talking about how much fun you had, how you couldn't believe you'd gone out as a girl, and how you couldn't wait to do it again." I did say that, didn't I? Darn straight, hun. Even if you don't want to transition in the future, I think you need this. Stop worrying about what will or will not be and let her out for the night. Let Katie have some fun. Do you really think I look nice? I ask bashfully. I mean... Cynthia laughs, throwing her arms around me to give me a comforting hug. Why don't we go and find out? There's a guy in your living room desperate to see what you look like. He's going to have his socks blown off. I promise. I was scared the other night, but it turned out to be a fantastic evening. Once all that awkwardness was gone, I enjoyed just letting the true me exist in public. Ken turned out to be a really nice guy, and I did enjoy the attention he showed me, even if it was a little awkward at times. I let out a long breath and to give Cynthia a small smile through the reflection. Okay, let's do this before I get scared again. Hugging me tighter, Cynthia pecks me on the cheek. You won't regret this, she whispers gently in my ear. Letting go of me, I fan my eyes dry and give her a playful grin. After you. Shaking her head, she points at the door. Ladies first. Taking a nervous step forward in my heels, I strut awkwardly toward the door. Look at that ass girl! Cynthia giggles, tapping me on the backside like before. Girl got junk in the trunk. Going red, I don't respond. Cynthia, she's really something else. Slowly opening the door, I hear both the guys talking as they wait for us. The irony isn't lost on me. Makes a real change for my date to be waiting on me. As we both step into the living room, me standing in front, the guys in their costumes instantly stop talking and stare directly at us. I felt like I was cattle marched out for inspection. I wanted to scream at that moment. They think I look stupid. Why else would they be staring at me like that? Cynthia lied to me. Jesus, Ken. Oliver turns to smirk at his friend. I think your date might be a little out of your league. I gently smile as I watch Ken's face goes bright red. He's just as embarrassed as I am. It's like the schoolyard all over again. Shut it, Ollie. Ken reacts, playfully shoving Oliver in the shoulder. Cynthia quietly giggles behind me. Hi, Katie, Ken says timidly, waving at me. You look just incredible.